I used to hate studying so damn much. Anything connected with studying and educating yourself and all of this shenanigans, I used to hate it, man, despise it. Why? Because school programmed me that way. Because school developed that habit of me hating it. That's all school. I'm putting full blame on the flipping education system because of how garbage it is. But I'm not going to digress into the school system. When I was 17 years old, and everything before 17 years old, I didn't give a smoke about studying, about educating yourself because it was all connected to school. I wasn't looking at the bigger picture. I wasn't looking outside of school. And honestly, I couldn't be asked, bro. I couldn't care less about all of these shenanigans. I just wanted to, play games, smoke, and do whatever the smoke I wanted to do. But then I went to China, and I did Kung Fu for 6 months and I started traveling the world and I became more wise and all these things. And right now, education is probably my favorite thing. Like, without education, what are you going to do? You're going to be stupid. Okay, that's number one. If you're ever going to be talking to people, people will know you're stupid. You won't be able to, keep up with conversations. You won't be able to give valuable insights. You won't be able to actually help people if people have a problem because you have no clue how to solve the problem. Why? Because you have no education. You're stupid. You've never studied. And if you only study what school is telling you to study, I'm sorry, but you're also pretty stupid. You might be school smart, but how much of the information that you are studying at school is actually valuable and applicable to the real world, to real life? How much of it? Because 17 years of school, I didn't finish high school, but I can say pretty confidently, I didn't learn jack that I'm actually using into my day-to-day life. Nothing. Only all the way back in the day when they learned me how to write and how to read and how to speak. And those things, amazing. The basics of math and the basic, amazing. But once we push the ages of 12, 13 and we go to high school and we learn all these nonsense, what's the point? If you get a 0 out of 10 on those tests or 10 out of 10, do you really think you're now smarter just because you got a 10 out of 10 with that book smart? Most of the information, if you do exams, you fill out your exam, the very next day you already forgot most of the things. Let alone a week later, a month later, a year later, because those things, they're not valuable, they're not applicable. There's no need for your brain to keep on remembering that useless information. So your brain is like, yalla, 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 I don't care, remove this, man. Let's clean our hard drive because this information is useless. That being said, there is so much valuable information, and it's all online. It's all on the internet, okay? You can find it everywhere scattered for free, or you can pay a nice course or a nice bundle or a nice, system where it's all good and done here for you, and it's going to be much easier. Either way, it's all there. It's all online. It's right there on your phone, man, or on your computer. It's super easy to get to. You just need to start studying things that you're actually interested in. Start educating yourself about topics that actually matter. And it's going to be extremely rewarding and fulfilling because number one, you're going to be smarter. You know that you're going to be smarter. You're going to become more wise. And when you're going to be in a social situation, you can actually provide value to people instead of just being stupid and not knowing anything that people are talking about and not being able to, contribute into the conversation and just contribute to mankind. Because if you're just a dumb bubblegum, what are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? What value do you have to offer? You need to educate yourself. You need to become a little bit more smart, educated. And this comes to a lot of topics. There's so many things that you can study. There's so many things that you can learn, skills that you can acquire that are actually useful instead of all these useless things that school is, man. I'm gonna need to make a whole video on school because the school education system really, man, it's playing too much with me, man. I think it's so stupid and so many people are still such a big fan of school. So many parents think, oh, you should go into school, you should get your diploma. Like, this was for back in the days. Things have moved on, things have progressed, anything's progressing, from 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, whatever the smoke it might be. Everything is evolving, everything is upgrading, but what is still exactly the same? The way that the school is teaching us. Stupid, man. Houses evolve, cars evolve, the things that we use with electricity and internet, everything around us is evolving except school. School is still the exact same. We're all sitting in a classroom looking at a teacher who doesn't even really want to be there. Man, the education system is so garbage. But I don't want to go too much on a rant. I don't want to go too much on a rant of this. Most important takeaway from this video is that you have to educate yourself, because you don't want to be left behind. You don't want to be the stupid one. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that one. You don't want to be that person. So educate yourself, become smarter, become valuable, and share the knowledge that you are gaining with other people. And then if it's actually really valuable knowledge, put a price tag on it, and boom, you're also starting to get income. Simple life hack. Start listening and start taking action. If you want to, have me help you with any of these things, if you want one-on-one coaching, if you want to join my 30-day Islamic self-improvement challenge, you can click the links down in the description. For now, that is it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and peace.